counseling psychologist and presiding bishop of the Transformation Assembly Church, Fred Kranchi, is appealing to the public, especially those not directly connected to the bereaved, to show empathy and offer words of encouragement rather than comments that could deepen the grief of families mourning the 8 high-ranking governments and public officials killed in the recent helicopter crash in the Ashanti region. Now, speaking on ChannelOne TV's Weekend Current Affairs program, The Big Issue, Bishop Kranchi stressed that this period calls for compassion, unity and sensitivity. Daniel Ludro has more in this report.
Bishop Kranchi underscored the importance of providing the bereaved with the right emotional support to help them through their loss.
It's important that friends and family mourn with those who are hit directly by this unfortunate situation. But then we also have to empower them to mourn with them well. See, when people are mourning, Job called the people who came to mourn with him miserable comforters because they did not mourn with him well. They made the process more difficult and worse for him. So if you are mourning with a loved one, you have to be equipped, you have to be empowered.
How do we mourn well?
Great. Number one, things we say when people are mourning is very important. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything, but we are in a hurry to comfort the people, so we say the wrong things. For instance, you can go to somebody and say, God knows best. How does that make sense to a grieving person?
It's something we commonly say.
Yes, that's the problem. So we have to equip people to mourn.
But indeed, God knows best.
You see, one of the things that we have to learn is that when people are mourning, like I said,
it's not logical.
Grieving is not logical. Sometimes it's not even sensible.
The New Patriotic Party has urged unity and tolerance, stressing that politics should be a tool for national development, not division.
Unity must fall within the circumstances in which all of us live. We must tolerate each other. We must know that politics should not be the room to divide us. The fact that we have political power should not set the tone that somebody should go angry in your house. Somebody should lose his job. Somebody should find himself in a way that does not. Let's use this opportunity to build and get each other on board and make sure that the sensitivity of politics and life must drive the focus of development in Ghana.
Economic Policy Advisor at the Office of the Vice President, Professor Sharif Khalid, has appealed to the public to avoid spreading rumors and allow investigators to determine the cause of the crash.
I said you have a decent stopgap from all this rumor mongering happening. For example, my expectation was that when this happened, on your screens, what we see first are the names, age, rank, right, year of commission, year of promotions or the several promotions that most of these flying officers probably might have had, years or hours of experience.
But
now,
I think you are giving the media too much work.
No, it's not too much work.
Given how the military we know operates in Ghana. The military is very secretive.
Yeah, we're all talking safety. Yeah, we're talking national
what
security.
I'm saying is that the military issued a statement with the names, etc., of the officers. Nothing stopped them from adding those details you're talking about.
No, but
the media will then pick from there.
Yeah, but you also have your sources. You know how you get your information.
Yeah, but we don't want bush radio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have the engagements. You get me? So if this had happened, we'll know. Because now people are comparing to other jurisdictions. Right, in the UK, US, for example, if you could fly a defense secretary, that's an equivalent of a defense minister. You have to probably have 1,200 to about 2,000 flying time experience or flying hours experience. Right? Do they have this? These are questions that probably I never wanted to wade into, but we are beginning to get there because of the rumor mongering that is coming in, and which sometimes tend to be a bit insensitive.
Security analyst Richard Kumado has called for a review of Ghana's national preparedness for disasters of this nature.
It is time we review and reassess our preparedness as a nation towards national emergencies. And if we are able to do that properly, it will help us to prioritize our national interest over triviality.
The Bureau of Public Safety has reiterated the call for a national investigative board to probe the crash.
We did issue a press statement yesterday, and we called for an independent investigation into this crash after the president, His Excellency John Mahama, has announced that the Ghana Armed Forces will be leading the investigation.
Deputy Director of Arucha Ghana, Darrell Bosu, says the tragedy should serve as a wake-up call to intensify the fight against illegal mining.
Even whilst we mourn, also make the observation that sadly, Galamsey seems to be becoming normalized. Just like people get up and say, I'm going to the farm. People get up, I'm going to do gala, Mekoye gala. It is normalized, and this thing is taking our lives. So for me, I think it's really a point of very serious reflection, even how we are fighting Galamsey, the measures we have put in place and all of that. When I got onto the event grounds on Wednesday morning, I took time to take a look, took a few pictures, and really, it was a very cloudy morning. It was very foggy. I have some pictures that are, wow, this is very cloudy, and I was hoping that the launch of the responsible cooperative mining and skills development will bring some light, will shine some light to clear the path for good things to come. So it was really sad eventually seeing what really transpired in the incident. So I think that we really need to let this mean something good for the country.
The president of Imani Africa, Franklin Cudjoe, has criticized past governments for failing to show real commitments to ending illegal mining.
Something significant have been done about this in the last probably plus 5, 6, 7 years. Probably wouldn't be here. Don't forget that the last time John was in power, he lost a nephew, I'm told, right? Major Mama must have been a nephew, Salam, right? And to think that the gentleman comes back to office and barely within the shades of a lamb still, he's losing 2 of his most trusted generals. I don't know whether God was speaking through him to us. I don't know. I mean, God speaks in many wondrous ways. There are people who do not believe in God, but for some of us who do, this is just too close for comfort and too coincidental for comfort, right? But maybe it's also an opportunity to do some self-introspection